Here we go. As I clear my throat. George, nice to have you here. This is, I forgot to need something. Damn. Let me do this. There we go. Good, I can get it. I was trying to get my Do Not Disturb on so I don't get interrupted by messages. Thanks for coming in. Welcome. Welcome to Thursday nights, Perry Dudes, Past the Cast. Thanks for coming in. Welcome. Come on in the room. Come join us. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Past the Cast. Sorry, I'm just getting my tripod set up the right way. From Ukraine, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. This is the guys' room tonight. This is the Perry Dudes kicking off. Terry, nice to have you here. We're going to have fun tonight, and it's going to be an interesting conversation. So, George, nice to have you here. It's going to be good. And I'm just waiting to see some of the guys joining in who are part of this group of tonight's Past the Cast, and also some of the girls from Perry Girls will be coming across to join us because they're finishing up the Past the Cast for them any moment now. So, welcome. Nice to have you guys here. This is the Past the Cast for Perry Dudes. We do this twice a week. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So if you haven't seen us before, what we're about is a group of men, for men, about men, supporting men. It's a men's group, as you may have figured out from that description. If you go to perrydudes.com, you can get which will transfer you straight to a Facebook group. You can join us there. It's a free group. There's no requirements except to be a guy. We include this. Thank you for sharing this out. I forgot to do that. Damn. Terry, thank you for reminding me. If you'd be so kind as to share this out on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, etc., so you can get more guys in the room and more ladies to watch too, because it's for both genders to learn from. I realized I think my glasses are bent on my ears are not the same height. So the glass keeps flipping. Larry, there you're going. Good to see you. Get everybody in the room. So I see Terry, I see George, see Larry, and just waiting for Pace to come in because he's the only one. I got George, yes, and Terry. So just getting everybody in. All right. So welcome to Past the Cast. This is Tuesday. This is Thursday night. Past the Cast. Hopefully it's just you because I got sound. I hope. Anybody else got sound? Everybody else? Anybody else? Can you let me know? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check in. You good? Okay, cool. All right. So you can hear good. Thank you for that. So just one person, maybe their phone just went on to mute or something. Hey, you guys. Nice to have you here. It's the marriage you got a couple of friends of mine through Periscope, Angel and Brent, who do all sorts about love and relationships, because I'm known as the Love Doctor, by the way. So let's get started, shall we? Let's show you what's coming up. All right. This screen, there we go. This is Perry Dudes Past the Cast for Thursday night, March 31st, 7:45 p.m. Pacific time, which is where you are now. This is the topic, how do men deal with the journey? And I'll get to that in a minute. And the running order is I'm kicking off opening up the show myself, followed by Pace Ellsworth, then George Pitts, Terry Little, who are both in here, and Larry Santos, who's in here as well. We're rounding it out. So it's going to be running about an hour. Minutes or so to talk about Perry Dudes, and then jump over to Pace. Hopefully he's going to be here in a couple of seconds. And I think it's about time to just get started. So, again, if you're here for the first time, thanks for joining in, thanks for jumping in. And if you haven't already done so, please share this out on Periscope, on Twitter, and on Facebook. So, that's actually a Macintosh, not a PC. Which is a good PC, if you want to look at it that way. It's a Mac, not a Windows machine, is what I'm trying to say. So, thanks for coming in the room. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started, shall we? And again, share this out. I'll keep reminding you, share it out along the way. Tonight's topic is how do men deal with the journey? And the context is we don't tell you what the journey is until we jump out. So I'm getting Taurus Queen as a woman, so it's nice to have some for women in this conversation too. I want to speak to something more of an overarching theme about men and journeys, period. Because this is kind of my wheelhouse, as it were. I'm doing good. Nice to have you here. This is really talking about the masculine energy, male energy, men being masculine and male. And in the context of how men deal with the journey, to be honest, as men, usually we don't do that well with it. And I'll explain why in a second. But I want to differentiate a little bit. Well, let me give you some context. I'm just trying to do three things at once. Let me back up slightly and start again. Hi, my name is Barry Selby. I am a #1 best-selling author, teacher, guide, and expert on relationships, love, and romance. I work mostly with women, but also with men about helping them heal their hearts and attracting amazing relationships. In particular, I help strong, successful women stop shortchanging their love life. So that's the banner ad for my work. I'm very passionate about masculine and feminine authentic expression. So this topic speaks to me. For women in the feminine, just to give you a little sort of polarity of the conversation, women tend to embrace the journey as the journey because women like to be in the moment, exploring. We men don't. What we do is we focus on the goal. The strength of the masculine, the strength of the man, is to focus on the goal and go for it. That's what we're strong at. We like to complete, to end, and get to where we're going. Interesting handle you got there, sir. So I presume you're not going to use the F word everywhere you quote, but thanks for agreeing with that, with emphasis. What we are good at is completions. We like to be done. Accomplishment, completion, finished, over, done with. So how we deal with the journey is going to be an interesting conversation. And I'm going to start this off, as I've already said, and leading into this, but then we've got 4 more guys after me who will give their own perspective on this. So what we're about here is understanding what the challenges are for our journey, and the context of the journey is really dependent on each of the guys talking. I'm talking about journeys in general, but I know that some of the guys are going to talk about work, about life, about love. We cover the gamut. So stay tuned, it's going to be a very good conversation. And please keep sharing this out on Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. Get more guys in the room, more women in the room. It's going to be a good conversation. So, Larry, you're in the room, I know. Can you do me a favor? Can you keep me on time? I've got like 8-9 minutes left. So that's kind of the focus. So if you can keep me on track, I appreciate that. So what happens? The challenge, thank you. Thank you, Larry. That works. What the challenge is that when we're on the journey, it's kind of like, in some ways, and I'm not trying to diminish us, but you know the kids in the back of the car on the journey, are we there yet? That's kind of the masculine energy. It's like we want to be there, not here. In fact, we're focused so much on the goal, sometimes as men, we miss the experience of being here. And that's a shame for us. I'm just speaking as owning it for myself. But for many men, this is something we don't necessarily focus on, because we're focusing on getting to the end result, getting to the destination to achieve the goal, to get the job, to get the woman, to get the career, to get retired, to get complete. And we don't necessarily focus that well, even though our strength is in presence, in the now, as you just said there. We tend to forget it and we go focus on the goal. In some ways, like sex, that is one of the challenges. It is a stretch for us as men. In fact, it's a really good practice for men when you have a relationship with a woman, presuming you're straight, and if you're gay with another man, that you focus on being in the moment to explore and experience and enjoy and savor the moment, because that's not our natural state. We as men are always about go, go, go towards the goal. And that's the point. Sorry, I'm just checking something here. Hannah Montana. Okay, so Hannah Montana is aggressive fuck, an interesting name and handle. I'm not sure I want to answer that one, because it's not relevant. From Puerto Rico, nice to have you here. We've got Ukraine, you're Puerto Rico, so a few people in this. Good. Thank you for inviting your followers there, O'Connor. And this is really one of the nut bottom line for my own teaching, exploration, understanding, is that our opportunity as men, as masculine men in masculine hearts, which is most men, when we remember we have one, is to focus on now, to really be present in the now, to be present to know what's really happening, because we as a race have been so focused on the goals, we sometimes forget to savor and enjoy the moment, which is, there you go, there's pace, I want to make sure you're in the room, that we don't always necessarily have the opportunity to explore and experience and enjoy everything that's going on. And that, as I said before, is a shame, because we as men, we have so much to give and so much to receive and so much to be aware of. And I know that the guys coming up after me are going to speak to this in different ways and different angles, but I just want to make this point clear again. And I think it's the third time I've said it, but I want to make sure you get it so it's clear. As men, we tend to be, by our natural, hi, good to see you there, pace, in our journey, in our focus, that we're so focused on the goal, we forget that we're here. And that's one of the challenges with how we deal with the journey. So to come back to the start of the conversation, how we deal with the journey is at times not well. Sometimes the journey is arduous because we don't really want to focus on enjoying the moment. We're like, when's the next hurdle to overcome? And it's that continual push, that continual focus. Evie, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. I just saw you were just doing the Perry Goals past the cast right at the end of the time before I was jumping in to do this one. This is now Perry Dudes past the cast. So thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Ladies, come on down. Come on in. I have 2 rings on, but that doesn't mean anything. So, like the debate going on behind the scenes. Larry, back in again. Thank you for 5 minutes. Yes, thanks for keeping me on track. I appreciate that. And again, I'm just going to show you the group who's coming up before I get back into wrapping this up. This is a past the cast for Thursday, March 31st. As you can see, this is me up top, leading off. We've got Pace, then George, then Terry, and then Larry's bringing up the rear to round out this wonderful hour about how do men deal with the journey. All right, so that's the journey. Thank you, Jim, for coming in. Whoops. And just see me, there we go. And now through the valley and the mountaintops, right, yeah. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you sharing this out and shouting it out. So this is the piece that I want to put on the table first, and then the other guys can add on to it later. Our ability to focus on the goal is amazing. We're so good at getting to the goal, focusing where we're going, and getting there, especially when in the masculine heart. It's the direction and the power, kind of the hunter instinct in us. But being aware of what's going on around us is not as priority for us normally. So how we deal with the journey is we focus on the goal. In simple terms, Ken, what this topic is about is how do men deal with the journey is the topic or the title on the table. And we're there's 5 of us going to have our own perspective on what it's about. Being a goal setter is part of that. But I want to say to the men out there who are watching this, as well as focusing on the goal, embrace, enjoy, and experience the present as well. And that's one of the challenges. Joanne, nice to have you in this past the cast. So that's the shift that we can have as men, is to actually learn to embrace what's happening now. But a lot of times we're so unavailable to the now, we're so focused on that goal over there, we miss what's happening. And for a lot of women out there, they may experience the same thing in their relationships with men, because they are getting frustrated with us because we aren't doing what they want to do, which is be present. As I said at the beginning, women have the ability to be present very well and to be aware of the journey and enjoy the journey. We miss the moments. We focus on the goals and we get going all the way up to the end, and we're all the way up there, which is the challenge. So that's the difference between the men and women in masculine and feminine, as I talk about in my work. And for us, it's such an opportunity. So for men out there, our opportunity is to slow the F down once in a blue moon. 2 minutes. Thank you for that, Larry. Pace, can you put some emojis, please, because you're going up in 2 minutes. And we'll be following you in a second. So this is, nice one, Jim. Yes, Ebro is indeed the Hawaiian ambassador. Okay, so emojis, please. So I saw you put ready up there, but can you put some emojis too, please? There you go. If the ladies who are asking, no, I'm not married. That answered the question from way earlier they were asking. So there. So thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing the scope. This is a past the cast, by the way. 5 guys, one behind the other, talking about their perspective on the topic, which is how do men deal with the journey. Pace is next. We're going to follow him. Brown chicken, round cow. What are you talking about there, Go Rice? Is that, Joanne, is that is that your dinner, or is that something about some person you're following? Oh no, I missed that. So yes, thank you for that, Evie. perrydudes.com is where you find the link to get to the group. Much appreciated, that was good. Oh, that's boring. Joanne, what are you on about? Are you talking about your favourite songs or something? Okay, enough of this. Staying on track. And thanks for being in the scope meeting. I'm waiting for, it's time I think now. I'm waiting for 1 minute for Pace to go live. I'm going to follow him. So in summary, we men are really good at goal setting. We miss the journey many times. So for us, opportunity is to focus on the journey. Do I like women? Yes, I do like women. That's why I coach them and help them. So that's what I do. That's what I focus on. All right. Enough of this frivolity. So it's great to see you folks in here. I'm glad you have me in the scope. Only the girls get it. Okay. Well, apparently I missed that totally. Sorry there, Joanna. I just didn't get that that little humorous thing. So thanks for watching again. I'm waiting now for Pace to go live, and then we'll just forward him. I'm padding for now because I've sort of done my topic. You have to sing it to me. Would Joanne, anytime. We've got, actually, whilst Karma's away, maybe should get together for coffee and catch up, because he's always better talking about getting together. We haven't done it yet. So, yeah, just a thought. Sorry, moment's totally off track there. That's another problem with being on the journey. We as men tend to go like, squirrel, and we're off track with what we're talking about, so we miss everything. There he is. Okay, Pace, go live now. It's up to you, sir. It's time. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad I could be of support. Evie, I have not seen it, and right now with the critic reviews, I'm kind of not really interested. Have you seen it? You can tell me offline. Evie and I have this thing about the movies. Yeah, no, I haven't. You have. Did you? Was it thumbs up, thumbs down? Because I've heard a lot of thumbs down from people. This is totally off topic now, but I'm like, now I've got to find out from one of my friends about the movie. It's good, not great. Okay, that's what I had a feeling. Not as good as DP though, was it? Okay. Waiting for Pace to go live whilst I'm totally padding. Yes. Oh, kicks ass? Yeah. He's live. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you for that. I'm going to follow Pace. All right. So going across now. So thanks for watching the scope. If you missed this, watch the replay. Thanks for sharing it out. I'll be following over across now to Pace. You can follow me there. And I'll see you soon. Bye.